sky is bruised in shades of black. The thunder rolls, there's no way back. A shadow rides through the biting wind, chased by the ghost of every sin. Spurs that jingle, a heavy sound. Each step's a scar upon this ground. The neon moon glows in the haze, lighting the past like a smoky blaze. I'm a rider in the storm, lost and cold, barely warm, chained to roads I've never known. With the dust and dark I roam along. A distant howl cuts through the air. The wolves of fate won't play fair, but through this tempest I'll still ride, with nothing left but wounded pride. I'm a rider in the storm, lost and cold, barely warm, chained to roads I've never known. With the dust and dark I roam alone. The guitar screams like a broken heart, a warning call, a fractured spark. But even shattered strings will mend if I can just find where it ends. Low through Zilnamsheim, our stems, beds and seat beside it. A conscious whispered trails of hate, rock their street where the sound is sing. Crows perch silent on the leaning barn, their black eyes glint like an empty charm. The soul cracks open, dry as a sigh. Every step feels like a long goodbye. Ghosts on the ridge, they call my name. Worn out faces burned by blame. They won't rest, no, they won't let go. The shadows linger in the fields I know. Bottle of whiskey by the old spring well, I swear it whispers of stories it tells. The water runs cold but the fire won't fade. Now it's me with the debt unpaid. The road's gravel crunches under a heavy sky, like bones breaking where the hopeful die. A dog howls low its mournful cry, mixes with the echoes that'll never lie. Ghosts on the ridge, they call my name. Worn out faces burned by blame. They won't rest, no, they won't let go. Their shadows linger in the fields I know. dusty boots on a crooked road, through a land where the law don't go. The steel on my hip shines cold and clear, with debts and blood that brought me here. I'm riding the devil's trail tonight, under a moon that's sharp and white. A renegade heart and a restless soul, paid my dues where the outlaws roam. Whiskey burns, but it fuels the fire. Cards dealt hard and the stakes climb higher. Every mile holds a tale of sin, where the righteous fear to tread again. I'm riding the devil's trail tonight, under a moon that's sharp and white. A renegade heart and a restless soul, paid my dues where the outlaws roam. Shadow stains the desert sand, a wayward loner, a ghost of a man. The buzzards circle, but they can't win, 'cause I don't stop, I just ride the wind. I'm riding the devil's trail tonight, under a moon that's sharp and white. A renegade heart and a restless soul, paid my dues where the outlaws roam. The moon hangs low on a blackened sky. Winds whisper secrets as the coyotes cry. Dust on my boots, a trail left to burn. Behind me shadows twist and churn. I'm the shadow rider born to roam, a ghost on these plains I call my home. Thunder cracks and the lightning glows, I chase the sins nobody knows. Some chapel, the bell doesn't chime. The preacher's gone, took the last of time. The earth's cracked open where the rivers ran. This desert has no remorse for man. Steel strings hum with a jagged tone, echoes of love long overthrown. The fire inside me begins to fade, but the devil knows a deal I've made. I'm the shadow rider born to roam, a ghost on these plains I call my home. Thunder cracks and the lightning glows, I chase the sins nobody knows. Whispers greet me at the canyon's edge, a final prayer caught in the ledge. As the wind drowns out my wearied name, the dark and I become the same. in the dead of the night. The crows gather round in the pale moonlight. A shovel in my hand, dirt neath my nails. The devil's been whispering his sordid tales. A whiskey moonshine burns my soul. I gamble with shadows, the dice they roll. Smoke in the holler, blood on the ground. I walk too far where the lost get found. Hollow wind cries through the cedar and pine. Each snap of a branch sends a chill down my spine. The sins that I carry, they're heavy as stone. A ghost of my making, I reap what I've sown. A whiskey moonshine burns my soul. I gamble with shadows, the dice they roll. Smoke in the holler, blood on the ground. I walk too far where the lost get found. Ashes to ashes shall casings fall. Hear that old banshee's mournful call. Guilt in my chest, it's a hammer's brand. The reckoning waits with its outstretched hand. The lantern burns dim on the edge of the lake. Reflections of remorse ripple then break. The weight of these woods feels like a noose. There's nothing to lose when the dark cuts you loose. Like a watchful eye, a hollow wind, it tells no lie. The forest whispers old and true, its secrets buried beneath the dew. Shadow trails and broken vines, lost souls linger in the pines. A lonesome call, so cold, so stark, where the silence reigns beneath the dark. There's blood on the bark where the shadow crept, a ghostly tune where the stillness wept. The ground it trembles, fear in the morn, tales of love and lives forlorn. Shadow trails and broken vines, lost souls linger in the pines. A lonesome call, so cold, so stark, where the silence reigns beneath the dark. Crow takes flight, its wings like tar. It knows the secrets of where we are. A lantern dimmed, a heart confined, lost in the haunt of the whispering pines. The midnight hour, it chills my breath. Eyes wide open, fear and death. Yet here I sit where shadows crawl, with the pines wrapping tight a silent thrall. whispers through the low black pines, rustling truth in the cold hard lines. A lantern sways in the endless gloom, casting shadows round an empty room. Oh, the darkest country where the lost souls roam, where the roads lead nowhere, not even home. The earth cries blood beneath the crow's sharp gaze, and the sun won't rise for 100 days. Coyote howls where the fence lies broken, a whiskey burns with the words unspoken. The graveyard stones lean heavy with the past, promises carved that were never meant to last. Oh, the darkest country where the lost souls roam, where the roads lead nowhere, not even home. The earth cries blood beneath the crow's sharp gaze, and the sun won't rise for 100 days. Train tracks hum with ghosts from the rail, with tales of fortune traded for betrayal. The bones of this land are jagged and bare, the weight of its sorrow too heavy to bear. The wheat fields grow tall, hiding secrets deep, while the harvest moon mourns in a sky so steep. Each shadow tells of a story untold, of hearts long gone and souls sold for gold. Shadows creep along the canyon's edge, boot heels whisper on this lonesome stretch. The howl of a wolf, the cry of a crow, a dark wind whispers secrets it knows. The darkest trails beneath this moon, echoes linger through an old saloon. Whiskey fades but the ghosts remain, carving stories in the night's refrain. Moonlight cuts through trees so bare, a hollowed heart finds solace there. Dusty roads and a blade so keen, a past you live but leave unseen. The darkest trails beneath this moon, wounded lovers and outlaw tunes. A lonesome fiddle hums low in me, drawing soft from the in-between. Don't shine where the shadows dwell. It's a heavy path down a road to hell, but every sinner holds a piece of gold. Even the damned have tales untold. The darkest trails beneath this moon,
Every outlaw sings a rueful tune. The fire dims in the cold night air, yet the weight of loss is always there.
Boots crunch dirt under heavy weight. Shadows stretch long at the devil's gate. Whiskey scars burn deep in my throat. A loaded gun and a tattered coat. Moon hangs low like an angry eye. Rivers run cold but the souls run dry. Spurs ring sharp in the silent air. A ghost in a hat with a hollow stare. Blood on the gravel, fire in my chest. Can't find no heaven, lost like the rest. Barrels flash bright where the sinners fall. No gods above, hear my outlaw call. Cards laid bare in a smoky room. Every hand's a curse sealed with doom. The oil burns low in the lantern's glow. Dust on my boots as the south winds blow. Lifetime's gone in the blink of a light. Flames lick high where the embers die. Run with wolves under death's cold kiss. Riding straight through the dark abyss. Blood on the gravel, fire in my chest. Can't find no heaven, lost like the rest. Barrels flash bright where the sinners fall. No gods above, hear my outlaw call. Dark pines whisper secrets again tonight. Moon hangs low, heavy in the hollow's light. Dusty road stretched to nowhere, no sign. Echoes of something lost just outside the line. Coyote howls, sharp cuts through the pitch. Shadows dance and weave, twist that itch. Old times buried deep, rise like steam. Choked on the sins of this damn busted dream. Fire in the hills burns deep in my chest. No solace here, just a soul unrest. Winds howl strong, but the answers don't align. I can't outrun these echoes in the pine. Rusted chains drip in the river's bend. Every turn round here leads to dead ends. Whiskey burns
woman's heart fills my hollow throat, a sinner's lament scratched out, lined in a note. Dark skies open, bleed regret and rain, earth's heavy breath, tight pulse of pain. Silhouettes of ghosts line the creek bed, can't shake their whispers, the things left unsaid. Fire in the hills burns deep in my chest, no solace here, just a soul unrest. Winds howl strong, but the answers don't align. I can't outrun these echoes in the pine.
I ride along where the black winds howl, a pistol by my side as the coyotes growl. The desert's my church, the moon my light, a sinner's road I walk under the dead of night. I'm chasing shadows, running from time, paying in blood for all my crimes. The law's on my heels, my soul's for sale. Out here I'm just a riding the devil's trail. There's a flask in my pocket, poison so sweet, a tune in my head with a mournful beat. I burned every bridge and cast them to flame, a man with no honor still carrying shame. I'm chasing shadows, running from time, paying in blood for all my crimes. The law's on my heels, my soul's for sale. Out here I'm just riding the devil's trail. The stars cut the black with a silver gleam, and life feels so distant, a broken dream. A wanted man's heart's just cold as stone, and the open trail feels like my only home. The buzzards, they circle, they know my name. I'll meet my end playing this outlaw's game. The hammer clicks back, my hand is short. This life of sin will offer no cure.